Hey guys, what's going on? Can you hear me okay now? We will kick it off now in just about a minute. Last minute scrambling to get live. You can see here that 20 seconds until night goes live trading. So didn't get to do any price predictions in the market, but very quickly, if you have any predictions, drop them in the comment section below. Ask questions, share it out. I appreciate it. And nothing major planned for this one, just to be live to see what actually happens. So trading is now live. Night trading for the very first time. The night token is live. Let's go down to a minute chart just to see what happens. So live on Bybit, live on Kraken. It is sitting at around 11 cents on Kraken. These things are going to move fast, I would say, and a huge amount of volatility. Personally, not trading at the minute, just here to watch along with you guys and see what happens. This is just centralized exchange listing. This might be easier to see. You can see it a bit bigger there now. There we go. That should be better. And I think you should still hear me. Any news about DEX listings? No, I haven't heard anything yet on DEX listings. 0.5 cent is the guess here by Suffolk Boy. Let's see by the end of the day. Look, these prices here, I'm not going to pay much attention to them right now. Sitting 11 cent. Bybit sitting at just under 10 cent. Mex KuCoin, I don't think it's live on KuCoin yet. I can't find it anyway. MEXC, again, sitting in around 10 cent. Let's check Fetch to see if we're getting any activity on DEXs. I didn't hear anything about liquidity for DEXs, and no trading active on DEXs yet. But as people are able to buy here now, they'll be able to put it into the Cardano ecosystem. KuCoin is live. Okay, I'll check that in a minute. Paddy, 12 cent. Paddy, jump on the stream here and give your guess in person yourself. I can drop you a link if you want to join. Loud and clear. Appreciate it. Let me see. What else did I miss? Yeah, it would have been good to get some release on DEXs first, to get some changing there, or to get some trading on the DEXs first. But we can't change anything on that now. Pre-auction on OKX was not working. Okay, I didn't get a chance to check OKX this morning. It's not actually an exchange I really use. The main exchanges I personally use are Kraken, Bybit, and Binance would be the main ones. And then maybe KuCoin or MEXC if there's a token I want that isn't on the main ones. But really, Kraken, fiat on and off ramp is the main one. Binance for some altcoins, and then Bybit is what I would use for mainly leverage trading, is what I would use it for. See, I don't think I missed anything else in the comments. Let's fly down through them. Will night always be a benefit to Cardano? It should always be some benefit. There is, I suppose, the chance that they could always break away in later years, but that would be a long way off, and I don't personally see it happening. Lots of creatures enjoy the night. Night is good for Cardano. Yeah, look, I think it's good for Cardano. If you look at the trading volumes recently, trading volumes on Cardano have been extremely low. So to be able to get something like this that can bring extra volume, extra reasons for people to come in, get active on Cardano, I think that is only a good thing. It's Darwin says 14 cent. I wouldn't mind that. I would happily take that. 8 cent. Also, look, not a bad price for something we're getting for free. Binance Alpha is not spot. Yeah, Binance Alpha is the Binance wallet. I know there was a lot yesterday looking at Binance, myself included. When I seen the post first, I thought Binance was going to list night and that would open the doors for Cardano native assets, but it is only Binance wallet so far. Who actually owns the TGE night tokens? Now, we haven't got clarification on that yet. Personally, I think that is the night that has just been sent to DEXs or to centralized exchanges for liquidity. So I don't know if it's the exchanges that own it or it's given to exchanges as part of a listing fee and then they give it out to users, or how that actually works. If we bring up actually, if I look here on Cardano scan, and actually when it launches on DEXs, we should see it kicking off here. So I will keep checking in on that one too. That's over on Fetch for the DEX aggregator. So if you look at night here, you can see, let's see if there's any on-chain transactions. So we are getting, there was 1.5 million night sent to whatever this address is, and that is an enterprise, one of the older addresses. So I'd say that is probably an exchange address too. Look down here, small amounts of night being sent. If I wasn't on a stream now, I would probably be trying to buy a small amount to withdraw it and just do a trade on Cardano DEXs or set up some liquidity pools. But it's just too much to concentrate on doing the stream and doing that. Let's see. Hold on. Me one thing here. Okay. So as we got Braveheart, appreciate the share over on X. Usually spot follows. 2 a.m. Appreciate you getting up at 2 a.m., James. I don't know if I'd be getting up at 2 a.m. if this was happening the other side of the world. So let's see how we go. We are, well, that's on an hourly chart. Let's go to a minute just when it has just launched. So we're at 10 cent there, 9 cent Bybit. Let's refresh KuCoin and see. Maybe I haven't logged into the exchanges. Just always wary of giving out information that I mightn't mean to appear on screen. For some reason it doesn't appear in the search on KuCoin. I will have a look after this for different links. Actually, I think that it was going live on perpetuals, so futures, and it's already over $500,000 USD on futures on night or on MEXC. Let's take a quick look at this. Price looking a lot different here. Now, I haven't used futures on MEXC. Bybit is usually where I go. Let's see if Bybit actually... I don't think Bybit has a leverage position on it yet. Bybit. I'm going to look for Bybit. Night. No, they just have the spot position so far. And volume, not bad. $194,000 worth of volume in the first 7 minutes over on Bybit. Listing of night. Let's see what's going on in the questions. 2,000 on DEX under. So maybe we do have DEX activity started. Let me check here. Actually, let me see now. Okay, MinSwap has kicked off. We do have activity. So DEXs are live as well, but definitely finding its price. I don't think these prices are right just yet. You can see a lot of limit orders going in on... Actually, these are all limit orders going in on MinSwap right now. We haven't got proper DEX activity yet. People aren't getting set though, putting in some, what I would say are optimistic prices to be able to buy at. So we'll keep an eye on that one as it goes. Many people got wrecked on Dex Hunter. I would say if you're trading at the minute, just be cautious, especially with market orders, because there probably isn't much liquidity on Dexes just yet. So be careful. Dex Hunter says 110 trillion market cap. Yeah, I don't think the prices are set yet. As you can see, even here on Fetch, that a lot of these are limit orders that are going in. I don't know if we've had many confirmed trades just yet, but we will keep an eye on that. What else we got here in the comments? But Mr. Redeem, will it become froze again? For example, if due date is 1st January. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, you can wait even until the very end of the redeem phase if you want, and then claim them all together. I'm waiting on confirmation on that, but that is the way I would view it, because it says you have an extra 90 days at the end of the redeem phase. And we'll talk about the redeem phase in a minute. Actually, Paddy has jumped in. Hi, Paddy, what's going on?
Hello. Fun morning, eh?
Yeah, I was slightly late getting on, and then weather warnings here in Ireland. I wasn't sure if I was going to have power.
Yeah. Well, thankfully you did. It's interesting to watch. But it's going as these tokens normally do, up then down, and then it'll find a price at some point here, I'm hoping.
Yeah, what I would say for people over on Fetch, if you look here, you can see that the pools, there is what has actually happened here, I would guess, is someone has bought a few night on a centralized exchange, fired it onto MinSwap. They've opened up a liquidity pool, but as you can see, there's nearly no liquidity there. 2008 at 3 night, which sets an insane price. That's why you're seeing these big prices, big market caps. So I wouldn't be too worried about trading on a DEX just yet.
No, even for we got to get the unthaws happening before, and then people start adding liquidity. The volume coming off exchanges, I don't think we have a way of tracking that very easily, but I don't think it's going to be much at the minute.
No, that's a job for you to set something up to track all these centralized exchange wallets. And
yeah, I'll just do that now. But no, I definitely wouldn't be trading it. And you'll see a few sketchy things going on with pools and liquidity and prices, and so you token releases like this, you just sit back and relax and see what happens.
Yeah,
so many limit orders at the minute that I'm watching. So, and that's because the price is everywhere. And even if you're looking across those centralized exchanges, their prices are everywhere. Market makers, do make a good bit of money on these types of things at the start to balance it out. So I don't know if there's many at it, but I would assume so. And then that'll filter down into, the Cardano DEXs eventually.
Oof. Yeah, some people are getting wrecked trading on decentralized exchanges right now. If we look down through here, I can see some of these trades that are successful paid 2.359. Oh no, that's Jed.
Okay.
That's went tonight. 7.1 trillion market cap. Probably not right. So some completed orders. So a successful order. Sell prices 200. People paying 297, or at a price point of 297 ADA, 171 ADA per night. I would say on a DEX right now, don't trade. It's just way too dangerous to be trading on a DEX right now.
Even at that, the liquidity has to get up to a high enough point so that your slippage isn't massively affected. So even when there is maybe 100,000 ADA in liquidity in any DEX versus night, it's still nowhere near enough for you to be trading against, because you're just going to simply be harming yourself with any sizable trades.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be, Is this the first token to go through this approach on Cardano? Most of them have went Cardano listing first, but this night is the opposite way around, where it's listing on centralized exchanges more or less first. Whereas in Cardano, the pre-sales have all been sort of available to the community. So it's generally the first approach here that we've seen. And it's just a waiting game then. I'm sort of happy with the price, so what do you think?
I'm honestly not paying too much attention to it for now, because it'll be in the next week the next probably month or so, as people start to get their unlocks, that we start to see what's really going to happen. Like, are people going to hold? Are they going to sell it off? Or what are they going to do? Min swap directly here so people can see that you should not be trading on dexes right now. You can see by price of 15 ADA, 18 ADA, 32 ADA, 20 ADA, 197 ADA. Yeah, it's just don't trade on dexes right now. I would say wait until at least this evening so people can buy on the centralized exchanges and then put it onto the dexes. It's a bloodbath out there for people trading on dexes right now.
I'm surprised there wasn't liquidity put onto some of the dexes as well.
Yeah, probably should have been.
It's a strange move, you know, because people would have, I think a lot of people would have bought it rather than attempting to sell, because nobody has anything to sell. I think it would have been good for token price as well, because market makers then would have taken that into consideration also. But
yeah, the only reason that I can think of is regulation. That if you put it onto, so if IOG or Midnight Foundation had to put it onto the dexes, they would have had to define how much they put into each pool. So that would have effectively set the price. So whoever created the liquidity pool would be setting the price for the token, which might be something they don't want to do. Whereas on a centralized exchange, they're just giving the night token to the centralized exchange, and they're the ones that handle the prices. They just put it up, and then users fill the order books for them. So that would be my guess at what's going on there.
Yeah, so anybody looking to buy, your best off just going to an exchange for, I'd say, even a week at least.
Maybe, yeah. That pool is actually gone now. Actually, it's probably gone below the levels.
Yeah.
So we don't see it anymore. Yeah. So the advice, or the non-financial advice, is don't trade on a deck. Normally I'd be telling people trade on a DEX, use Fetch, as that's what we've built ourselves. There's the affiliation. That's why I'm showing it. But right now, don't. It's just not safe to trade on any DEX. Let's see any comments. Not on Binance yet. Yeah, I don't think we have any announcement of it going on to the main Binance exchange yet. It's going on Binance Wallet. So strange that it becomes available on. That was before we were talking there. So I think that hopefully gives some potential reasons. It's not worth selling anything at this price, in my opinion. And why am I gone off screen? Doesn't matter. So I brought Paddy so you can look at his face instead of mine.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah, so anybody with any questions on Redeem, on any of the night stuff that's going on there, let us know. We'll answer or attempt to answer whatever we can.
I don't know about everybody else, but I've been so confused about the dates of what's been going on. So can you clarify it, Paul? Because I thought everything was yesterday, and then I seen the 10th, and now it's been today. So what's been the process?
I don't fully know. The 10th was the date that Charles announced in London as the date that it was going to go live. And then last week, was it the 4th? We had all the posts that were Midnight is now live. It was minted on the Cardano blockchain, which you can see if you go back. Actually, it was created on November 25th, but they started, I think, sending it out to exchanges or different places, splitting it up into the different wallets last week. And then tomorrow, which is November 10th, is when people can come in and actually start redeeming their tokens that they have.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The dates are a bit all over the place for anyone. That's a very bright screen. For anyone that didn't see the Redeem site yet, this is the Redeem portfolio, or keep saying portfolio, even in the video last night, the Redeem portal. So come in. It is, make sure again that you look at every link that you go to for something like this when it's new. Make sure you double check the links. Make sure you're aware of where you're going, what transactions you're signing. But redeem.midnight.gd is this site. So Redeem, you can connect your wallet or you can enter an address just to see what allocation you have. I don't have, I can enter an address here just to show you. This is one of the test ones, and this is one that I got lucky on. Unfortunately, my main wallets didn't get so lucky. But this is one you can see. PAUL is going to start in 13 hours for this wallet. And the total allocation for this wallet is a whole 5.6 night. So I'm going to be able to claim 1.4 night tokens or something like that tomorrow. What I done was I set up a few different accounts. I mined in the scavenger. I mined maybe 1 or 2 solutions on multiple wallets, hoping to be able to get one at an early date that I could then do a video on. So at least I can do the video, but the fees that I pay will probably be more at this price. The fees are more than I will actually get from the transaction, but it's worth doing it just for the video. And another one, people who used the bots that we created for the scavenger mine, we have also created another tool here, just in case you want to check it out. So check your thaw schedule. So you can check single addresses or multiple addresses all at once. And what this does is it basically pings the same API that this site here is. Now you won't be able to claim through our site, but it's just for checking. If I go in and check schedule, I think it's just a bit of an easier UI to be able to see total tokens due. There's 4 unlocks because you get it 25%. And then you have all the tokens here. And you can add it into your calendar. So you can just add in the reminder that this is the next date, especially for things like this, the 3 months one. Add it into your calendar. You just get the notification then, and you will have to go to the official site then to claim. Table view, nice little calendar view. So if you have multiple addresses in, they all accumulate here and you can see them all then. So just something to hopefully make it easier for you. And there's also a download version. Because this is going through the Midnight API, it might get rate limited if too many people are using the site. So you can just download and it's basically the exact same, only you run it locally and then everything runs through your computer. Paddy, I'm talking a lot.
No, you're grand. You're giving out some really good information. How are we looking on volumes? Does it get tracked? Does this type of stuff get tracked on CoinMarketCap yet, or?
I will check that in a second to see. Someone mentioned the Redeem here just before we move off it. See the price on CoinMarketCap is 3 cents. I will check that now in a minute. For the Redeem process, no option for Ledger wallet, but for Glacier Drop, I have done with Ledger. So if you want to do it with Ledger, just do it through one of the Cardano wallets. Now they might add, it looks to be only the Cardano wallets so far, but you can check if you just have the address, you can check the address of when your claim is due by entering the address or going to our site. But if you are due soon, what you can do is connect your wallet, but just connect your Ledger into any of the Cardano wallets, Eternal, Yoroi, Lace, any of the wallets that are there, and then do the claim through there, because all you'll be doing is actually one transaction. So you can just use any of these wallets once your Ledger is connected. But I hadn't noticed that. As generally what I do is I have my Ledger connected into Eternal and I just use Eternal to sign everything. How are people trading on Uniswap? Probably a fake token. I seen there was 20 or 30 scam night tokens over on Solana yesterday.
Yeah.
So they were all scam tokens. And I presume whatever's on Uniswap is the same.
I
Scavenger
don't think
mine
there's
wallet
any.
causing.
Don't think
Sorry?
there's any versions of Night Token for Solana or
No.
no, it's only Cardano, so any of them are really not. They're not real.
Yeah, it should only be on Cardano right now.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here.
They have
Night
it.
token.
They have it at 3 cent. Oh, I wonder which DEX is trading
Yeah.
that. That's
Uniswap. Oh, yes, it is actually probably live on Uniswap. That is Binance Alpha.
yeah.
So it is trading a lot lower over there. So depending on how quick, actually, there'll be no bridge right now to bring it across from there over to an ADA asset to be able to send it into some of the centralized exchanges. I was thinking there might be an arbitrage opportunity, but I don't think there is. Let's see, order by volume. Binance Alpha, $7 million of volume.
Really?
Binance Alpha isn't something that I use, so
No.
I can't confirm that. Anyone
Good
who uses
good volume on those.
big volume here, but so let's go with the centralized exchanges. No, they're not tied in yet. Actually, here,
No,
what's the
okay.
stars represent? Significantly differs from the cryptocurrency's price. Yeah, so it's saying here these ones are all excluded as it differs from the price. So the main trading being on Binance Alpha, the price is a lot lower over there compared to the centralized exchanges. So that's why these prices aren't considered correct prices right now.
Yeah.
So OKX, $1.6 million worth of volume. KuCoin, obviously it is there. And someone said that actually, but I just couldn't see it. 500,000 Bybit, XT 330, Mexi 259. No crack in there yet.
No, they are there. They are live.
Yeah. Kraken's what we've been watching.
Mm.
Where is the volume? Here we go. 3.5 million night volume.
Yeah.
So 236,000 USD volume on Kraken so far.
Another thing is that it's the biggest customer base is going to be US, and it's still quite early there, so I would expect volumes to pick up throughout the day.
Yeah, so this is the Binance Alpha chart. So launch spike, the usual, and then a big drop. So again, we'll watch throughout the day. Maybe go live again tonight. We'll see how the day goes and just check in what it looks like tonight.
That spiked up to do $2.40.
I'd take it.
I think it would have been just 1 or 2 night worth of tokens by the looks of it. The volume was so low.
Yeah, it's too far back to check the trades, but circulating supply, that's going to be interesting. I haven't seen live data on a circulating supply yet. That seems a bit high. Unless they're counting all of the tokens that are going to be claimed. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I sent any ADA to my destination address, would I still be able to? As far as I know, yes, the address is still fine. That was just for the Glacier airdrop that it needed to be an unused wallet at the team. I don't know, Paddy, if you heard confirmation on that. So remember, we had to use an unused address for claiming in the Glacier airdrop.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, be fine. I'm not sure. I don't even know if there's support they ask these questions to.
No,
Uh,
it's been a bit hard to get support questions
yeah,
answered, but we'll we will. I'll see. Can I find out? We get into that ambassador chat, we might be able to get answers quicker for people then.
yeah. It's a type of one, it shouldn't be a problem, but you never know.
Yeah, technically it shouldn't be an issue. I think it was just something on the claim was the issue, but I think it should be okay now. 6 cent, yeah, seems to be 6 or Nerdy said. Is anyone else with kids here? The kids going around 6, 7 all the time. That's all I hear. Anytime there's any count of anything, it's like 6, 7. And
some sort of trend going on.
yeah, 6 or 7 cent right now. Just feels awkward saying it. Binance Alpha has the wrong address. It's not the actual. Okay, so has Binance Alpha picked up a scam token? I don't know enough about Binance Alpha to know, so I will have to look. That could explain why it just completely tanked and crashed out at 2 cent if they have the wrong address. I kind of hard to look that up on stream, but I will look it up now in a few minutes. 66 250. Yeah, so maybe that is the wrong token. Contract address on Alpha is wrong. It's not the actual token.
Yeah.
Not sure. You can send data. The address needs to be perfect. Thank you. Was that actually posted anywhere? The confirmation on that? KuCoin 0.069 volume 1.3 million. Why? This is just strange that I could log in and maybe it would give me some. Oh, there we go. Night. Oh, how do I get rid of that white screen? Looks.
There's usually a button at the top. No. If you
I'm
go
not logged in, so they mightn't give me my options.
Even if you go to spot, if you go to trade, then spot, click on spot, there should be, yeah.
Oh, that's better in my eyes. Ooh.
And you can find it.
Yeah, KuCoin. I used to use KuCoin a lot more.
I like it for some reason. It's
yeah, I don't know why. I just had there hasn't been tokens on it that weren't on something else
so
that I
then
wanted.
Click on coin info there, and it should be a little bit nicer this time, just over the left hand side. Yeah.
Okay, market cap. It has the market cap 501 million. But again, I don't know if there's an official circulating supply yet. Has anyone seen that anywhere?
Well, I guess you could make an estimate by how much is left in the original wallet as a starting point. Then it's going to be a matter of checking where the rest of it went.
You see, actually, I don't think the foundation or some of them other wallets have unlocks. Let me see. Go find what was that article. Go back and look for the article. But yeah, the thing is, well, though, that I'm thinking is, I see people just go on to X now, and I see people are talking about that wrong address. So yeah, be careful on the. Be careful on the address on Binance Alpha. Ignore this information for now until we see. I presume a lot of people watching this stream aren't going to be on Binance Alpha anyway. It's going to be centralized exchanges. So that's Binance Alpha and Cardano DEXs. Just be extremely careful. And for anyone coming in later, the reason we say be careful on Cardano DEXs is there's basically no liquidity. So anybody putting trades through are getting wrecked right now. So I would say just avoid trading for the minute. Let's see what else is going on X. Yeah, that seems to be the biggest thing, is just Binance Alpha being wrong. Let's see, did Binance Alpha say anything?
They would need to remove it pretty sharpish.
Yeah.
You would expect. It
Who's
is looking like
responsible?
all the DEXs are getting pretty in line though, with 6 cent, roughly 6.5 to 6.7 cent. It's sort of balancing out
Okay.
there across Qcoin, Kraken, and Bybit. You know, you would expect with them three, they're going to be well connected.
As in by 60.
And Alpha's dropped so much because it's obviously not the right token to market make out.
Yeah, they haven't said anything yet. They said that the airdrop was delayed from 9 a.m. to 9:30. So you can see all this happened pre anyone getting the airdrop on Binance Alpha. So maybe that's, if it's real, I don't know. That could be a reason why it dropped, but I definitely wouldn't be trading anything there right now. I'd be waiting for some confirmation.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so some of the dexes are starting to come a bit more in line now, is right. But again, let me bring it up on this screen.
Even CoinGecko has it at 4.7 cent.
5 minutes.
See.
Yeah, look at the liquidity. So the liquidity on dexes right now is just nothing. So I would say, personally, I wouldn't be trading on dexes right now until we see something better from the liquidity.
Yeah, those fake tokens are sort of making the price look worse. So even CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap are showing much lower than the actual main dexes. So I think even on Uniswap, it's also, I wonder, is it also the same token as Binance Alpha?
Probably is on the BSC side.
Yeah, it is.
So what I would be taking right now as the correct price is, needs to change. I don't want to keep saying.
OKX, Bybit, and Qcoin seem to be, and even Gate, and even Kraken are all pretty much in line. They're
6.5 cents.
Yeah, pretty much. They're all within 0.1 of a cent off each other, so it's pretty stable now. So you can go off them as your price sort of gauge.
See here, 20 Germany 09 says Binance Alpha address is correct. So maybe they are. Yes, that's each of the exchanges are over 1 million worth. And maybe it's right. We just don't know. And what potentially could be right on it is they got the airdrop, they dumped the airdrop, and that's why it's trading so much lower. And because it's not all on the one chain, the arbitrage opportunities just aren't there yet to bring the price in line.
So they were doing a night hour drop to all the ADA holders on there, and buy Bitcoin and every other token with Ethereum as well. So they all were got at 9:30, was it?
For all the exchanges, is it?
Yeah. What was their airdrop at 9:30?
That was the Binance Alpha one. They were, are we? Yeah, so they had this screen. I'm only gonna bring up there.
So much going on. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, they said their airdrop was delayed to 9:30, so that could coincide with this quarter past. This dumped before. There's 9 o'clock. 9:30 to be here. I don't know. Yeah, we'll concentrate on these ones for now, I suppose. But if anyone else who's out there looking gets any other information, let us know. Please do give the video a like, share it out. The more people we get in, the more info we can hopefully share. Keep people using the correct places to be trading as well. Let's check. MEXC is around 5 cents right now. Did I close MEXC? Oh. No, 6 cents there.
Okay. CoinGecko has a market cap of 770 million. I think on Bodega they had a betting for, was it 500 million? I think market cap betting that's going on.
Let's look.
Yeah, I think it's before the end of the year. I can't remember. I looked at it the other day.
See, that's a bit like it all depends on the circulating supply.
Yeah.
So here, Bodega. Let's see. Night over 20 million ADA volume on December 8 plus 9 on DEXs. Well, we're already on December 9th. Depends if they take some of them bad prices. Even then, yeah, I don't think that's happening. And as
there's the midnight one as well. That's the only one, is it?
Midnight over, yeah, over. Oh, here we go. Market cap. This is the one you were talking about.
Yeah.
So market cap over 500 million on December 30th. Okay. So yeah, maybe.
I definitely think so. There'll be more. I don't, unless token price absolutely collapses to the low decimals. Can't see it.
No, I think it should. We'll see. We don't know, but I would imagine it should be. Down. Everyone's watching this thinking, my airdrop, what date is it coming?
39 days, 29 days away.
What's it going to be when I can sell? That's the question,
Yeah.
actually. What's people's opinions on what are they going to do? Are they just going to sell their airdrop? Are they going to hold it? What's the plan?
I think for me is I'm going to treat it a bit like the early days of Cardano, in that the price was quite low. It was also quite depressing on the times it would drop from maybe 10 to 3 cents or 12 to 6 cents, you know. But eventually, you know, it found its grind and took off. And I'm hoping that the same will happen with this. That's my sort of game plan for it. I'll just leave it in the bag. It didn't cost me anything, so it's a free bet is the best way I see it. And then I have it and I leave it there. So
yeah, it costs you a lot of CPU power for a scavenger mine.
Yeah, true enough. The house was warm, really warm for about a week and a half.
Yeah, I had to start using the heat after the mining phase stopped. The office used to be lovely and warm.
Yeah.
I think my computer here was happy to get a break though.
Yep.
Let me see. What's the comments? Yeah, let us know what everyone else plans to do. That's not a bad one. Sell above 0.1, hold below. And for me, because it's coming in tranches, so you get 25% first, and then up to a year, you're going to get more tokens. I would be something similar along. I haven't fully decided on the price point yet, but if it's above a certain price, then I probably will sell the first drop that I get. I have multiple wallets as well. So kind of for the next 12 months, every week or every 2 weeks, I'm going to be getting more tokens at different stages. So I definitely will sell some of them early in the case that I expect lots of people will sell. But then as we start getting on later in the year, next year, then I'll probably start holding a lot more then. If I sell now and the price drops way down, maybe I'll just use them funds to buy back in lower. But that would generally be what I would do when there's so many free tokens being given out there. And mainnet launching, dApps launching on chain, the overall bull market may change that game plan, but that would be currently my game plan. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Night is on Tap Tools. Yeah, it would be there once it kicks off. I'll check that in a minute. Or not once again. It should be there. I would expect it to be there. I haven't checked yet, but once it's live on DEXs, like Fetch or Dex Hunter or any of the other ones, they would all pick it up on chain. So bought some for 0.69. Nice price. 1.5 million volume on BSC Uniswap. Yeah, like we were looking at here, it shows a lot different here for some of these. Binance Alpha is showing some huge volumes. So if you take that out, it would be a bit more correct. But we'll wait and see how the day plays out. 0.5 will be 600 million market cap. Potentially, but that's the thing that I'm wondering is, what is the circulating supply? Has there been an official announcement on it? And then the other thing is, what counts as the circulating supply? If it's sitting in the smart contract ready to be claimed by users, is that considered circulating supply? If a user doesn't claim and leaves it sitting in the contract, to me, it's not in circulation, so it shouldn't count. But then for people that want to see the market cap higher initially, they're going to want to see as much of the token counted as in supply as possible. So I don't know if I'll have to look around after this and see if there's an official number on circulating. I get mine on day one, just holding, not worth selling 1,000 night. Yeah, it's one of them that you can put it on a wallet, leave it sitting there, come back in 2 years, 3 years time and see where things sit at that point. I definitely wouldn't be selling all of my tokens because I think there's a really good concept there with Midnight and what it's doing and how it's giving privacy, but essentially privacy with an option that it can be, you can show it, but you don't have to. So I think there's a really good concept there. Sell above, I think I saw that one. So 0.5 would be 1.2 billion market cap possibly. So there's, actually that's David twice there. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know the circulating one. Oh yeah, I've seen that. That couldn't be fully random, could it? This is what they're talking about here. Policy.
Right there in the middle.
Yeah, let's zoom in to make it easier for people to see this. Not that men need much help seeing things like this. See, right here in the middle, and it's 069 at the start. Boob in the middle. Was there a 420? No, that must be something else that was posted about. But yeah, could you actually randomly get that? Don't know. I think it was Pi posted about that on X yesterday. That's where I seen it first. Selective disclosure. I could not think of that word when I was talking there. That's exactly what I meant. So for anyone who doesn't understand what that means is, take Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're all public blockchains. So if you send me a transaction, then I can see the wallet that sent that transaction. I can go to that wallet on chain and I can see then everything that's in that wallet. I can see everything that anybody has ever sent to that wallet, all of the connections there. So if you do start going through the chain, you can start to discover a lot about people. So public blockchains are really good, but there's also the case for, if I'm just sending you a once-off payment for something, I don't really, or you don't need to know everything else that's in my wallet. It's like you go up to someone in the street, you ask them what's in their bank account. they're kind of going to look at you very strange. But if they actually send you a crypto transaction on a public blockchain, you can go back through it and start looking at the addresses and all the ones that are connected and start to try and get an idea. So I think selective disclosure is very good. Boston, good morning. What time is it in Boston right now? I presume it's very early in Boston. It is 10:49 a.m. here in Ireland.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know where they're each getting these market caps from. They might have been given a number of circulating. 16.6 billion is quite high, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems high. 5:49 a.m. Not too early. It's early. Derek's in Vegas, 2:50 a.m. in Vegas. So you haven't gone to sleep yet if you're in Vegas and it's that time. Appreciate you tuning in. Anybody else watching different places around the world? Let us know the time, location if you want, of where you are and what time of the day it is. Does this mean Midnight will replace Cardano since it won't replace Cardano because you cannot actually run a Midnight node without also running a Cardano node. So it's built essentially on top of Cardano. Now with Minotaur, which is part of the technology they're using, you can expand that out to have other blockchains be the ones for some of the consensus. I actually don't fully understand the staking on Midnight yet, how exactly that's going to work compared to Midnight. A question we both get asked a lot is, will delegators of our Cardano stake pools earn Night tokens? I can guarantee, and probably speaking for Paddy here too, that anything that needs to be done for our delegators to get them tokens, we will do, but that information just isn't out there yet. I think there is an incentivized testnet planned for, was it Q2 next year? Q1, the mainnet's meant to go live, but that's going to be a federated mainnet, just like Cardano started. So the Midnight Foundation will run nodes. And then as it progresses, more and more people will be added in. So more SPOs like ourselves will be added in. But I don't know at what point delegators on the Cardano side can start earning the tokens. But I'm sure we'll do lots of videos, streams, and share information as it goes. Paddy, I spoke for you there. Are you planning to give people Night tokens?
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard much. I'm sort of keeping an eye on it to then figure out when to spin up the servers. If a bit like yourself with the infrastructure marked out, it's just a matter of when to start. But I think that's definitely going to be Q2, Q3 at the, you don't even expect it to go into Q3. So we'll see. Still early days, I suppose. The whole Midnight stuff, there's a lot to happen. And even with that, there's so many stake pools that will kick off after the federated. So, but I believe in the federated, that's just IO running nodes, isn't it?
As far as I know, yes. I would technically it's probably the Midnight Foundation, or the legal side of things. But yeah, IO Foundation, they're all, I won't say they're the same, but their bodies all linked. Australia, 9:50 at night, not too bad. That's not a bad time at all. Hopefully kids in bed, or if there is kids, and you can sit back and relax. Is it confirmed Binance Alpha address is correct? I've seen both. I've seen some people say it's not, some people say it is. I haven't been able to verify here. Personally, I wouldn't be trading it there at the minute. Well, you can take the chance and try and buy lower and then see if there's going to be ways to bring it across, but it's not a risk I would think it's worth taking for the difference. Just got off work at Luxor, the Pyramid. Thank you guys. Nice. Still haven't been to Vegas. Definitely on the list.
It's Rare Evo, not in Vegas.
It is the end of July next year.
There you go. There's your excuse.
Could your arm be twisted?
If it's in and around the World Cup, it might be a double holiday.
Are we going to get there? We're going to get to the World Cup.
Yeah, Ireland's going to win it.
I'll take just getting there, just to have something to cheer about. We got a half decent group too if we do get there. I can't remember who was in it now. South Africa,
I think South Korea and Mexico.
Yeah, like nothing's too easy, but it could have been a lot worse.
Oh,
I have to get there first, though.
Yeah, we'll wait and then we'll book the holiday.
If nice moons, we won't have any issues with going then. So night can only be mined through SPO on Cardano. Yeah, I know the way you put the mined there. The mining phase was just in the scavenger hunt. Midnight won't be a proof of work blockchain, so there won't be any mining. There will be staking, but honestly, I'm not sure of the exact metrics on how the staking works on Midnight yet. I presume we'll be able to stake the Night token, just like you stake ADA, but I haven't got that info yet. You seen anything, Paddy? Or
no, so it's basically with SPOs having the extra infrastructure that the stakers to that Cardano SPO will also be able to utilize their Night, is what I currently think.
Okay. Japan 751, nice. Good to see we have a nice spread of people around the world. ADBTC cross pretty stable. Expected to move up in the next few months as sellers rotate. Yeah, that chart it's a very depressing chart. Myself and Paddy do talk about it. It's definitely due some kind of turn because it's not far off the all-time lows for the ADA BTC chart. And anyone not sure, that's when I used to do a lot more looking at charts. That's the chart I used to show here all the time because that's the one I think people need to concentrate on, not the USD chart, because you want to see your token going up against Bitcoin.
My hopium on that is that it can't get much worse. So
that's not saying a lot if people have seen that chart. I won't do it. I won't do it today. I'm gonna do it.
It's a happy day.
No worries, man. Actually, yeah, I wasn't sure if the Google were going. So that's Google Cloud. I didn't know if they were going to run in the federated state. Maybe they will be one of the first. Actually, that does ring a bell. Charles did say about, he said a Fortune top 5 company or something like that was going to run. And I don't know if that would actually include Google or someone else. So that should start to be revealed maybe after Christmas. It's been a long time since Charles was on the channel here. Maybe I should try and get him back on to see what's going to happen there and see can we get any information. So we have been going about an hour now. I know the US will be waking up. Someone else will probably come in and stream in a bit. Go another 10 or 15 minutes, see does anything change, but looks to be fairly stable. Maybe later on in the day, I will stream again to see how things are going. When the US wakes up and comes in, it should be interesting. And over the next week, as users start to get the unlocks of their tokens, I do think it's smart the way that it's done, in that it's not like tomorrow everybody gets their tokens, everybody goes and sells, the price tanks, people get their tokens in small amounts, and then they can decide what to do.
Well, my decision was taken out of my hands because the unthaws are so far away. So my luck didn't come in there. Even though I was planning on holding anyways, it still would be like to hold them and have them in my wallet. But I guess I'm going to be a long-term holder. One of them, I think, is probably the last day.
Yeah, I have some unlocks out definitely in the 80s. I don't think I got a 90. Definitely in the 80s I have. Someone just said there min swap is down, but it looks okay on this side, and it looks like price is now evening out, that we are getting the correct prices that we should.
Yeah. And if you are trading it, I would recommend everybody to do small amounts, because of the liquidity on there is going to be quite small. And you will get impacted.
Let's see. 0.1818. Yeah, probably about right. We have a 42-cent data. Camera's on again. Jeez. Telling me it's getting close to time to see over on X. We have nearly 1,000 people listening in. So let's see, can we get that out over 1,000? If you're on X, share it out, or even if you're on YouTube, let us know as well.
So just comparing on the CoinGecko, sorry. Seems like the biggest volume is OKX by them, but they don't seem to be listing Binance Alpha.
On CoinGecko, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they fixed it.
So midnight on. Yeah, they do list it on Binance on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, see, Binance Alpha has a volume of 9.9 million. I can't see it. It doesn't. Being so high. It might be. You never know, but it just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, KuCoin 2 million. OKX 3 million. Starting to even out a bit better there. So I'm going to look around here too. Anyone else sees anything interesting? Let us know. Two.
Just checking each of these exchanges. And pretty much painting the same picture for all of them. So most started off in around 10 to 12 cents. 5 at the minute, but it's a long way to go. And there's so much happening. There's going to be so much hype and news coming out about midnight as time goes on over the next couple of months. So whether people are buying and holding just for an interest or investment, it'll be an interesting play, especially with it being on so many exchanges. That's what I love about it. And I'm hoping that opens the doors to other Cardano native assets.
It should. Hopefully we do see other Cardano native assets getting out there now. Looking over on tap tools for night. So volumes, $21.42 million or thousand at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, looks to be evening out, but cautious. You can see here, even within a minute, 0.7, 0.11. So I'd be just cautious trading anything. If you want to get in and just to have some trades in, fine. But just be cautious right now until we start to see the liquidity pools stabilize.
So the undos, do they start tomorrow?
They do.
They do. Okay, so there'll be a few people starting bringing more tokens onto the market, whether it's via liquidity, probably other things. So
I'll be going selling my 1.41 night tokens here.
yeah, very good. That's going to crash the market.
I can claim that in 12, 13 hours. So tomorrow morning, I'm not going to sit up till midnight just to claim them tokens. But I'll be able to do the claim process tomorrow anyway. For anyone that missed it at the start, this is the redeem page. You can come in, connect your wallet, or enter an address to test. Let's refresh. No icons showing. That could be my system. I've started to open up too many things in the background. There we go. Enter an address, and then you can just check when your unlock schedule is. We also have the tool over on miner.ada.markets. The link should be in the description of this video on YouTube, just to check. So if you have multiple addresses, you can check it fairly easily there. But I got lucky with one address that I will do a test on tomorrow to show the process of how to withdraw. And then I'm going to have to wait for the wallets that actually mean something. I see I lost Paddy there. I'll see if he comes back in. All right. Anything else in the comments? We will wrap it up now in the next few minutes. I see Paddy. His connection dropped. He might join back and he mightn't. Ireland today, weather warnings, messages from the kids' school that they might have to come home early. So we are expecting potentially losing power later today. Let's do a final run through the comments. Not sure how long a part of the stream that was for. Let me know. Considering trade first drop of less than 5p and hold the rest, but let's see. Yep, could be a good plan. I would say when you're going to have multiple unlocks, it's no harm to take some profit out of the market. Then if the market keeps dropping, you can buy back in. Like I say, with anything though, it's DCA in and out of the market. Never set prices that you're not happy to walk away with, because if you sell something and then the price starts to go up and up, you get FOMO, you maybe jump back in at a higher price. So always set your sells at a price you're happy to walk away with, or happy to wait for the market to come back down and be able to use them funds to buy in lower. Appreciate the retweet over on, or it's not tweet anymore, over on X, Derek. Night watch. Yep. Night watch going on here to see. Let's see how we are. Down just below 5 cents right now on Bybit. Kraken in around the same. So prices all starting to stabilize. And so look, KuCoin is the same really. MEXC all in around that 4.5 to 5 cent mark, apart from CoinMarketCap. But anyone looking at that, the reason on that looks to be Binance Alpha, because you can see here, huge volume. There was debates whether it is the correct contract or not. We're not sure yet. Most people watching this stream won't be trading over there. You can see it over here. Initial major pump and then a complete drop off in around the time the airdrops would have been going live. I'll look and try and verify the contracts after this myself. And it is starting to trade okay on Cardano dexes, but liquidity is very low. So if you are trading, that's my liquidity. Just be cautious. Looks like there's probably a decent few trying to get on too. MinSwap is just freezing on me there at the minute. Right, any final questions, information or anything like that? Looks like Paddy didn't get his connection back yet. So we'll probably wrap it up in the next few minutes. Standard to have multiple contracts in different chains. Even ADA has a BSC contract on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, so it's I don't think people were debating it not being a Cardano contract, because obviously, yes, it would need to be a BSC contract, some people were saying that that wasn't the correct token, but I wasn't able to verify the BSC contract. I would assume that CoinMarketCap would have the correct one with their links into Binance as well. I'll do one last run around social media and different things here to see what's going on. And if there is nothing new, we will close out the stream. Appreciate everyone that joined in. Do share it out. Subscribe if you are new. There will be lots more midnight information. Watch going on over the next weeks and months to see how things go. Scrolling through. Nothing too much. Mr. Cardano, appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Anyone joining in live? We are here just over an hour now. So it was just to see how things kicked off initially. We might come back in later on and do another stream later today. I will also have the video out tomorrow on the claim process to show how to redeem. Just reiterating for people who've been here all along, appreciate you sticking around. But just for anyone coming in new, again, verify any addresses you go to. Redeem.midnight.gd is the official one. When you're doing your claim process, make sure you get the right one, because look, there's always going to be scams out there. When you're buying as well, again, use official links, trusted sites that you've used for a while, and pay attention to the official social sites of Midnight. You can look at my own ones as well if you want. Paddy, who is on here for most of the stream too. Two of us share a lot of different information out on X. Well, look, let's wrap that up. Appreciate everyone joining in. Subscribe if you're new, give the video a like, comment anything down below. Even if you're watching back on the replay, do leave a comment. Helps get the video out there, get the correct links and information out there. Looks like just in around that 5 cent we are right now, which look, isn't a bad price. The next few days, next few weeks is what's really going to tell what the price looks like, because today, a lot of the tokens that are out there are going to be tokens just given out to people on exchanges that are going to be selling them off. And if you're like me, you would be waiting to see what happens with the price if you're thinking of buying. Because I've been in the glacier and the scavenger hunt, I have lots of tokens to unlock over the next months. So I'm not so worried about trying to buy right now, but I know the people who mightn't have been involved will be watching, waiting for the initial sell-off to then potentially come in and buy up at that point. But thanks for watching, guys. Camera's gone dead. Good point to close it off. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all soon. Okay, just before I close it off, I was just checking the liquidity. You can see here over on Fetch, liquidity is still very thin. 2 liquidity pools on SundaeSwap v3, 1 on MinSwap v2. Prices, look at the amount of ADA that's currently in them. So I would say just be cautious if you are trading. Make sure you pay attention to any warnings about, I look here, trading 1,000 ADA is going to give me a huge price impact, even splitting across multiple pools. So Splash does have liquidity as well, but just be cautious. You can see it's changing by the minute. If I trade right now due to another trade that just went in, I could potentially actually end up gaining on this, but then there could be other trades that come in before me. So just be cautious, trade easy, and I will talk to you soon.